What's up, YouTubers? This is your boy Big Metro Fan 12 coming to you with another video. And in this video, I'm going to talk about Jason Reitman and Ghostbusters 3. And recently, Jason Reitman did a podcast interview with Bill Burr about Ghostbusters 3. And in the interview, Jason Reitman pretty much said that Ghostbusters 3 will go back to the original technique and will hand the movie back to the fans. And he also said that pretty much the film crew shot the physical titles with the with lights and smoke screen and stuff like that. And Jason Reitman pretty much also said later in the interview that Ghostbusters 3 will be a love letter to the franchise, and he wanted to make a movie for his fellow Ghostbusters fans. And in regards to the first two comments, I'm thinking that the with Ghostbusters 3, there's going to be a lot of practical effects that's going to be used in the movie, and it's not going to be a lot of CGI if it's going to be used at all, you know what I'm saying? And the main reason I pretty much bring this up is because with the Ghostbusters reboot, pretty much nothing but CGI was used, and it didn't really look that good at all, you know what I'm saying? Not only that, it looked like the CGI that was used in the live action Scooby Doo movies and the movie Haunted Mansion starring Eddie Murphy. You know what I'm saying? That's not a good sign that the Ghostbusters reboot pretty much copied and pasted kind of like the CGI from those three movies, you know. And I'm glad that that Ghostbusters 3 is using practical effects, and it won't be too heavily reliant on the CGI effects and stuff like that. Now, when Jason Reitman said that Ghostbusters 3 will be a love letter to the Ghostbusters franchise, and he is making this movie for his fellow Ghostbusters fan, that tells me that Jason Reitman wants to make a good Ghostbusters movie, and he actually care about the fans and stuff like that. Pretty much unlike Paul Feig, you know what I'm saying? He was only concerned with making a SJW agenda thing with the Ghostbusters reboot and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? He only care about with the narrative, not making a good movie and stuff. Now, Jason Reitman also has a outright passion for Ghostbusters, you know what I'm saying, with this new movie that's going to come out next year and stuff. And that's something that Paul Feig did not have, you know what I'm saying? Because if Paul Feig actually had a passion for the Ghostbusters reboot, it would have been actually good, you know what I'm saying? Um, and one thing I can say is that with Jason Reitman's passion for Ghostbusters, the lack of SJW narrative for in Ghostbusters 3, you have fans that's actually excited for Ghostbusters 3, and the fact that the Ghostbusters reboot is being ignored. It's got these SJW journalists just flaming hot and angry, and they just why should they be? Because Ghostbusters reboot, it has nothing to do with the it has no connection to the rest of the Ghostbusters franchise. You know what I'm saying? So they should just leave it alone. You know, it just shows that they have still got a chip on their shoulders because of the fact that the reboot pretty much flopped, and it should have. Now that brings me to the failure of the reboot itself. You know what I'm saying? And it's just rooted in the fact that Paul Feig just took the wrong approach with it. You know what I'm saying? And the first aspect that comes to mind is really the humor, and his approach to the humor was definitely wrong. You know, now if you watch the first two Ghostbusters movie, if you watch the real Ghostbusters and the Extreme Ghostbusters, and played the Ghostbusters game that came out in 2009 at least, you'll find one consistency with the humor, and the fact that it has the dry humor. You know what I'm saying? that worked with a lot with Ghostbusters fans, to be quite honest. But for some reason, Paul Feig thought that the dumb humor that worked in Spy and Bridesmaids would work in a Ghostbusters movie, but he was, of course, proven wrong. You know what I'm saying? He just didn't understand or care as to why the dry humor worked in the movies, the cartoon shows, and in the 2009 video game and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And then he was also, and then there's his approach to him catering to the SJWs, you know what I'm saying, at the expense of Ghostbusters. That was also wrong. And the reason why is because the Ghostbuster franchise didn't become a franchise because of the SJWs. It became a franchise because of the Ghostbuster fans, of course. It was the Ghostbusters fans who consistently watched the first two movies, watched the cartoon shows, even played the video games, and of course had the toys. And I mean, I watched the movies, I watched the Ghostbusters cartoon shows, had the toys, even bought Ghostbusters the video game for the Wii and stuff like that. So because he pretty much ignored and insulted the fans of Ghostbusters, and also the fact that he directed and co-written a crappy Ghostbusters movie, those things pretty much led to the Ghostbusters reboot bombing, you know what I'm saying? And to be honest, I am so glad that Jason Reitman is directing a Ghostbusters movie, you know what I'm saying? Because he is a Ghostbusters fan in the director's chair, you know what I'm saying? Who would also have a passion for making a good Ghostbusters movie, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just glad about Jason Reitman doing this from an overall standpoint. With that being said, sound off in the comment section about Jason Reitman's interview about Ghostbusters 3. If you like this video, don't hesitate to click the thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification button. This is your boy Big Metroid Fan 12 signing off.